We're Sid and Mackie, and we're professional mountain bikers on a quest to race the best and most challenging mountain bike races around the world. And perhaps not surprisingly, this quest has brought us back to Vancouver Island, British Columbia for another crack at BC Bike Race, probably the world's best known cross-country stage race. We last did this race in 2019 as a duo team, and we faced some challenges. 4 years later, we're back to see what we can do in the solo pro open category. Over the next 7 days, we'll be racing 180 miles, climbing 25,000 feet, and battling some truly brutal conditions. So click subscribe and join us for an epic week. Yesterday, we battled extreme temperatures and some pretty intense competition.
I might have burned a match or two.
Today, the challenge looks a little different as we head to Maple Mountain to take on some of the most technically demanding trails we'll see all week.
Oh man, this trail is hard to ride blind.
Does it roll? Yeah.
As always, huge thank you to our Patreon team for making adventures like this possible. If you can't wait for day 4's video, it's available on Patreon now.
There you go.
All right, day 3, let's get racing.
Old bolt check.
Old bolt check.
1, 2, 7.
Day 3.
Feels like day 2 to me. I like the prologue to be the 0 day.
like
It screws me up when it's not.
I want credit for being tired because of that first day also.
I'm not tired because of the first day.
Still a little sore. Lower back. I'm hoping that good warm up will help with that. Yeah, I went pretty hard yesterday, and I want to go hard again today, but I may do it slightly differently and back it down a little bit more at the beginning, but then we're going into single track super early, so
I think all the guys you're with, you could get around them at any point on single. You're not going to be in a conga line.
That's a good point.
And everyone's nice. A bunch of bruises here. I think that's from when I shut my leg in the car door the other day.
Okay, before we start today's stage, we have a huge favor to ask. It's actually a really easy favor, so bear with me. All we are asking is that if you have not subscribed to our channel, that you subscribe. And we know you don't have to because YouTube is brilliant and gives you the videos you want, but it means a lot to us. It's one of the ways that we know you guys like what we're doing, and it helps us get support for this channel so that we can keep doing the channel. So it's a huge deal for us. And we know, based on looking at the analytics of our videos, that half of the people who watch our videos are not subscribed. If 1/10 of those people who watched and were not subscribed, we would blow past 100,000 subscribers, which is our goal for this year. So hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything, and it means so much to us. Okay, let's go race some bicycles.
The first mat is right there at the arch. You're going right and then right. When you hit that second right, kick it. Here we go. On your mark, get set, go!
Today's course starts off with a bit of road to get out to Maple Mountain, then turns onto the same climb as day 1's prologue stage. From there, it keeps climbing all the way to the top of Maple Mountain, where it hits the Maple Syrup Trail, a double black diamond rated descent. The rest of the course is punchy, rooty, and technical, and eventually loops back to base camp for a daily total of 15.2 miles and 3,200 feet of climbing.
2, 1, go!
see a good spot. Thanks, man.
Can I come by on your left?
That's quite the turn. Might sneak by you here if that's cool.
Good job.
You too, man.
If you were watching closely, you might have noticed that that was the BCBR leader's jersey. Unfortunately, after 2 days of leading the race, Quentin DeSera suffered a serious case of heat exhaustion, and after suffering through day 3, made the decision to pull out of the race. This is why we've been so focused on hydrating, both during and after each stage, and it was a reminder that pushing yourself too hard in these conditions can lead to some serious consequences.
All right, Mackie. Couple more minutes. Brief descent. Couple more minutes after that. And then I think a real descent. Pretty much to the end. So this is where you gotta try to catch those guys ahead of you.
Well, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is a wall. The old gravel road wall. And that's how you climb 500 feet in less than a mile. In case anyone was curious.
Go! There you go.
Maple syrup shot. Give me some energy for this descent.
luck, guys. Rocks. Yay.
Yeehaw!
This section is so beautiful. And there are rocks. So I'm a fan.
As Mackie mentioned earlier, this trail, Maple Syrup, was extremely difficult to ride blind, especially because of sections like this one.
Oh, you okay? Clearly the line is up and over the rock, huh? I see that now. Does it roll? Yeah.
As you can see, it's pretty hard to tell from the top what line is going to roll and what line is going to have the best or fastest exit. However, these sorts of challenges are what makes XC stage racing so fun. My strategy was just to go as fast as I could when I had good sight lines and slow down a lot at the top of these rolls just to make sure I didn't get any unpleasant surprises.
Alright, now you're not gonna does it roll? Yes. It rolls.
In an XC race like this, you don't need to set a KOM or QOM. You just need to keep it moving at a good pace and stay on your bike.
From Los Alamos, New Mexico, Mackey Franklin into the line.
Oh, I can't see. I got a spot.
Oh yeah. I'm on my way.
Cool, going. Thanks so much. Let's see. Oh, you good? Oops, sorry, but I can't stop.
Okay, day 3. I'm gonna come around on that side here. Thanks.
Stick it in.
Coming out.
Right on.
Ooh, there's a hole.
Get going, get going.
Thanks.
I did a better job of not going too hard at the start. I still went reasonably hard, but I didn't go nearly as hard as I did yesterday. And I think that was good because I was able to feel pretty strong towards the top of the last climb, like main climb. I didn't make up any time on the guys ahead of me, except for Quentin, who was leading, and he just had a rough day today. They were saying maybe heat stroke or something last night. Yeah, it's those guys, man, they're everybody's riding really strong, which is really cool. But I'm hoping I can work my way forward, and it hasn't happened yet. Overall, I feel like I'm riding really well. I feel like I'm hitting corners well, I'm descending well, I'm doing a good job of looking ahead, I'm like braking hard before corners and then carrying speed out of them. Like, I feel really good about how I'm riding. I just need to go up the hills a little faster.
You get a good spot. Good squeeze spot. Going On your left.
Maybe golf course. Of course he is.
It was very good. I liked that stage a lot more than yesterday. I don't know if it was in my yesterday was in my head. I think it was more fun though. Like there was more technical descent. I really actually liked the climb up to Maple Syrup a lot. Like you were in the forest. It felt a little cooler. I finished my pack at 10 miles in. Ooh. So I clearly did not put enough water in it. I was dry and have been dry for like 2 miles by the time I got to Erin. So I was like, well, I'm really glad I gave her a bottle of water. Overall, really pleased. I never felt like I was like burning matches. But after about like 20 minutes in, I was like, all right, doing my own thing. Thank you. There were a lot of cramping people on Maple Syrup. Just like you would think these guys are being shot. From behind me, I'm like, all right, I think you're fine.
You're gonna be fine.
I felt like I was doing a stage race, which is good. So for lunch today, I'm making a salt sandwich.
A salt sandwich?
Every variety of salt. We have
Excellent.
mayonnaise, which has salt. We have salami and deli meat. Then we have pickles. Then we have pickled peppers. Now we're gonna add some potato chips.
You forgot about the mustard.
Oh, the mustard. Yeah, mustard is also salty.
I'm gonna have cheese on mine also,
Yeah.
which definitely has salt in it.
We were both pretty happy with how we felt on today's stage, but there's still 4 days of racing yet to come. Tomorrow, we're packing up and heading to Nanaimo for a new venue and what many are saying is the worst climb of the entire race. You can watch that video right now on Patreon.
Oh, okay. That's spicy. You don't want to fall into that. Hey, mountain, you call this a hill? Give us something challenging.